That kid went through absolute terror and hordes of zombies just to get his mum an appointment with a doctor. Still easier than the NHS.
That's all the stars in the world! 7, 6, 11.
Opening with the Teletubbies was one thing, but what they ended with... Oh yeah, I want to make so many jokes and comments about the ending, but I won't spoil it. Safe to say that this is exactly as insane as we should by now expect from Danny Boyle, except that this was absolutely unexpectable. 28 years later stars Aaron Taylor Johnson as everybody's angry dad who he trades in yelling at football and cheating on his wife before the apocalypse, first shooting arrows at zombies and cheating on his wife after the apocalypse, yeah. So he lives on this island which is remote, away from the mainland. It's basically inaccessible, which means that they've been living safely for decades there, and he takes his son out for his first trip to shoot zombies, just real chunky thick zombies in the neck, and then meets an alpha who has a cock so long he could probably strangle himself with it. Yep, nope, there's a lot of zombie dick on the screen in this film. And then they come back and the kid decides, hey, you know what? I hear that there's a doctor out there who's really into skulls. What if I just went out by myself with my mum and found him? Oh, jeez. So you might have expected going in that this was just going to be a simple father-son bonding trip movie. No, that's only the first act. Don't be silly. That wouldn't be crazy enough for Danny Boyle. It is a film that, I mean, the fact that zombies supposedly get their fuck on is only about the 10th weirdest thing that goes on in this film. You know, it is that sort of crazy. The cinematography, the filmmaking is just bizarre and kooky. That's the best way to describe it. There are a lot of things that are weird about it. There were about 28 Days Later as well. Just different ways this time. I think the snapshot, like camera stops and zooms around and stuff as zombies get killed, was really weird. I totally got on board with it. I think the actual like weird chanting from the trailer, that like 100-year-old terrifying chant, was actually in the film, and that was a really weird sequence as well. But I kind of liked it. There's just a lot of bizarrities in here, and more of them worked than didn't. Same thing with the story and how many weird things happened in the writing and everything of this, but I don't think they all worked. I think this could have been a masterpiece far beyond the level of 28 Days Later if everything they tried had worked. They just threw a lot of shit at the wall, and a lot of it stuck. But there are definitely some things for me that I don't think are going to stick. I think the cast is great. Jodie Comer is amazing consistently in everything I've seen her in. Aaron Taylor Johnson does such a good job capturing the kind of different facets of this character, different sides to that sort of man, you know, that sort of British lad, which I thought was really good. Ralph Fiennes is phenomenal, just has such a watchable character in this. Last year we got to see his fully flaccid penis on the screen. This year he's much better at working with bones. Yeah, and the kid is a revelation, which he needed to be for them to get away with this. Unfortunately, he is. I think the most... not necessarily the most surprising thing about this for me, but I really expected more of a horror film for some reason. You know, 28 Days Later wasn't a straight-up horror film either. So I don't know why, but I guess it's the trailer sold a bit more of a bill of goods on it being straight horror, and it's not so much. I guess a drama would be the best way to actually describe it. And the themes they've got in the writing, I really appreciate what Alex Garland tries to do as a writer, like, every time, and I feel like he's never 100% nailed the script for me. So I feel like there are a lot of things about that, like moments that I liked, really great moments of dialogue at times, but there's just some of the themes that feel a little bit half-baked. All those internet pills were lying, yeah, because it's actually becoming a zombie that makes your penis grow a few extra inches. Apparently, because there's a lot of big zombie dicks in this. Anyway, I think that this is going to remain divisive even after they've shown the full trilogy, they've shown where this is going to go, because the ending is just nuts and takes away from this being just such a great standalone adventure, because I didn't feel like... I mean, sure, Cillian Murphy shows up as a zombie, looking, you know, like he's really been drained out over the last 28 years by Christopher Nolan, just sticking him in everything, but it was a really good standalone film until it decided to throw that in at the end to tease the next one. And I think it's a shame that they felt the need to do that, almost. I'm kind of sad about that. But still, it has a lot of great moments in terms of cinematography and writing. It's got some breathtaking stuff, but also some things I'm feeling a little bit mixed about coming out. I don't think overall that it reaches the heights of 28 Days Later. I don't think it's any new masterpiece or anything like that. It's interesting, and I'm interested to see where it goes next. I don't feel even like I know which actors are necessarily going to appear again in the sequel, apart from the kid. Which is such a strange energy, such a strange place to be at the beginning of a trilogy. But hey, I'm giving the Kingdom of the Temple of the Fuckload of Skulls 3.5 stars. By the way, Voldemort had decades and magic in order to split his soul into as many pieces as possible. Got as far as 8. Ralph Fiennes in this is just some random crazy doctor, and he managed to make a whole Temple of Skulls. Like, just saying, Voldemort really was shit. Anyway, subscribe.